All right, working early. You should have had some breakfast before you started that.
I did. Double egg and sausage.
Huh? Well, didn't you save me any?
Certainly not. Seems to me if you barb Mandy from her own home, you can sort out your own domestic arrangements.
Well, she started it, Baroness from the wall plank.
You asked for it. The lot of you. Maybe it's taught you a lesson.
Hey up, Jack. I've done a bit of phoning round. I've just got us a dozen crates of ale through a friend of a friend.
You see? Any woman who tries to bring me to heel has got a surprise coming. We're not helpless. We can fend for ourselves.
Shame you didn't put some of that resourcefulness into helping me fix this bus. Been asking for days.
One thing at a time. Butch and Malin are fixing breakfast. A man can't think on an empty stomach.
Dad? I've had a bit of an accident.
Ah, that looks wonderful, Mandy.
Aye, this is standard of grub we can expect. Hope you don't go back to Dingles for a while.
Oh, that depends on Uncle Zach, doesn't it, though?
Oh, I'm sure he'll realise he's being unreasonable when he's had time to reflect on it.
Doubt it.
Well, you're more than welcome to stay here.
Well, thanks, Alan.
You're here a bit early, aren't you?
No, I'm here late, actually. Stayed over here last night.
I see. Well, I hope that don't mean I've extra beds to make up.
Oh, no, don't worry, Betty. Thought we'd save you the bother, like. All shared the same one.
Of course, we always knew you were innocent, but things were looking bad for a while.
That's how it was made to look, Chris. I was set up. It obviously suited certain people to have me behind bars. But their little game came unstuck because the DPP's decided the police don't have a case.
About time. And I hope you're going to give yourself the chance to rest and recover from all you've been through.
I don't have time, love. I need to put this business back on its feet. I want you and Biff to compile a report across every department. Current trading position on my desk by lunchtime.
Oh, no. Steve deals with that sort of thing now?
Got other things to talk to him about.
OK.
All this means I'm not going to have a lot of spare time. I want you and James to move back into Home Farm. I need my son with me. I take it that's not inconvenient.
Of course not, Mr. Tate.
Glad to hear it. Must be time for James's morning walk. Pretty girl.
Yes, she is.
There's a lot to be done, and I need your help. I wouldn't want there to be any distractions.
Who'd have thought they could make all that mess and still have no breakfast to show for it?
Blooming kids, innit? Never got away with that inside. You know, when I was on that hot plate in prison.
Hang on. Are you saying you did cooking in prison?
Of course I did. I would have trusted me, you know.
Yes. We'll have our own bar and our own chef. After nearly 50 years, we've finally started to find something useful about you.
Good. Well, I hope you start appreciating me a bit more then.
Well, get cooking then. I'm starving.
So my Uncle Albert.
Shut it, you.
Yeah, if you hadn't burned the pan, we wouldn't be...
Wait, Marlon. It's me that can reprimand Butch, not you. Comprende? Hey, Albert. You're not getting started yet?
Look, I'm a professional. I can't get cracking till I've got proper ingredients. You're going to have to give me some housekeeping money.
Oh.
Look, if I'm paying for booze, you can pay for grub.
Fair point there, Uncle Zach.
Here.
£1? That's not enough.
Here, well, that'll have to do. If your grub's up to scratch, I'll give you more.
Come on, Marlon. We're going shopping.
Don't you ever get fed up with babies?
Hi. Well, it'd be a bit of a problem in my job.
Since Em gave birth, they've been the only topic of conversation at our place. Does she need feeding? Does the nappy need changing? Has she got winds?
Are you fed up with it?
Well, it just seems a bit of a waste of time. You feed her, change her, wind her, then a couple of hours later you need it all again.
Yes.
You would have thought they would have invented a computer to plug them into by now.
Oh, that'd put me on the dole.
It's not so bad. All you have to worry about is cashing your gyro.
Yeah.
It's got to be better than working for the Tates.
Yeah, I must admit, that does have its problems sometimes.
I'm giving you a hard time?
No, just the opposite. I don't think they're going to invent a computer to solve this one.
If I could just check your ice cream over here. Ladies, if you care to join me. I've got a bit of a
Take it, Mickey.
You see, that boy's a fool.
Here,
Realize,
bog off.
Listen.
12 cases of ale, pal.
Hey?
Yeah, Fred sent me.
He with you?
It's my lad Marlow.
Marlow? As in Brando?
Man with a big fan.
Tell him he's got another fan here. A man with a very long memory.
Hey, where's my beer?
I don't keep it on the van. I'll deliver it after lunch.
I'll make sure you do. Hey, do you know him?
Don't know, don't care. Let's just get the hell out of here.
Hi. It's true then.
You want to see you at 1 o'clock?
I'm showing some potential buyers around the holiday village this afternoon.
Postpone it till you've spoken to Dad.
I just hope he appreciates all I've done while he's been away.
I'm sure he will.
Zoe Tate! You've got to promise me, just between the two of us.
She made a pass at you.
No! Well, not exactly. She asked me to stay for dinner and, well, we drank a fair bit of wine. Well, the evening was interrupted.
Saved from fate worse than death, eh?
Well, that's just it, Charlie. I didn't really want to be saved.
Oh, right.
Does that shock you?
Why should it?
Frank's out.
You are? Oh.
I don't know, but they're all running around home farm like headless chickens. Chris has sent me out to collect back rent because he wants the books to look nice and neat for when Frank gets back.
Well, no, they can't have let him out. Not for murder. Hey, perhaps he's escaped. That's why he needs the money. He's going to flee country.
I don't think we should start jumping to conclusions, Betty.
I'm going to see if there's out news about it.
Yeah, and if there isn't, she'll broadcast her own.
Yeah, well, just be grateful she doesn't know your news. It'd be terrible if Linda had to find out from someone else.
I know. I'm going to tell her.
When?
Tonight. But first of all, there's something I need to do. Look, it's okay, Kathy. I've hidden behind people long enough. I'm going to have to face this myself.
Catching your gyros?
No, we've got some shopping to do.
You'll have to bear with me. I'm running this place on my own while Vic's away. Just pop what you want on the counter. I'll be over in a minute.
All right. You've not got any of them Jerusalem architects, have you?
Do you what?
Like little knobbly things.
Who designs little buildings with knobs on in Israel?
No, they're like potatoes. We used to grow them in prison garden.
Well, hey!
Oh, well, I'm sorry to have bothered you then.
Where is he now?
He's been shut in the office with his new solicitor all morning.
What are all those?
Current trading position. Doesn't make very pleasant reading.
Yeah, well, if I had a chance to follow my strategy through, that would all have changed.
Well, I'm glad you admit it was your responsibility. You certainly never listened to any suggestions from me.
Can we stop arguing amongst ourselves?
Oh, no. No, I am not taking the blame for his handling of the situation.
Seems just like old times. Everyone frightened of which way Dad's going to jump.
Glad to see you're all here early. Right, let's get down to business.
I didn't think you'd come.
Whatever you are, whatever you've done, you're still my dad.
I don't think I've got long to go, Biff. And I still need to talk.
I'm listening.
Don't waste your time getting bitter. Not just at me, but at the way things have turned out.
You decided to come then?
I needed to. What are you doing here?
I don't think you'd understand that. Hello, Ron.
Oh, Sandra. Hey, looks like I owe you.
What for? For getting you two together. Wrong time. Wrong place. That's been the story of our lives, hasn't it? Too late to turn the clock back now. We've learned that the hard way.
Somebody going to tell me what's going on?
Right.
It's Biff.
Give us a minute alone together, love.
Heard a lot about you this morning. You certainly have been busy.
On your behalf, Frank.
Trying to line your own pockets, you mean?
No, that's not fair, Dad. I asked for Steve's help.
I'm not blaming you, Zoe. He's a smooth operator. I might have known he'd take advantage.
That's not true.
So what was your cut going to be on the sale of the holiday village?
I tried to stop him all along, Dad, but no one would listen to me.
Shut up, Chris. There isn't going to be a sale, and your services are no longer required. You could try sending me an invoice, if you want to push your luck.
You're making a big mistake, Frank.
I don't think so. That's twice you've tried to swindle me. Don't go for the hat trick.
So you've finally seen through him. If you'd only left me in charge.
I'm not that stupid, Chris. You're just as bad as he is.
What?
Time we dealt with your part in this little catastrophe.
Dad, you've got to believe me. You were right about Steve, but I wouldn't do anything to harm you or the business.
Oh, come on, Chris. You tried to pull a deal on the stables behind my back.
That was Kim's fault. She cheated on both of us.
And she wouldn't have been able to if you hadn't been so greedy.
I've lost everything. If I've made a mistake, I'm the one who's paying for it.
That's enough, both of you. You've been out of prison a few hours and you're hitting out at everyone.
I could have spent the rest of my days in there for something I didn't do. I was stitched up, and I'm going to find out who did it.
You'll do that a lot easier if we work at it together.
Maybe you're right. I'll deal with you later. Won't do you any harm to sweat for a bit.
It's great, Uncle Albert. Sticks to your ribs, this, you see. Fills you up and all.
What do the other blokes in prison think of it?
We didn't just let anybody have this, you know. Governor said it were reserved for blokes on solitary. Said it was just a thing for a bloke to chew on while they were contemplating his misdemeanours.
That figures, yeah.
Yeah, but as we're not on the punishment block, you could try extending your repertoire of dishes for tea.
Eh?
You can cook something else.
No. It's my speciality, this, you know. Spent years trying to perfect this. Oh, well, you'll soon grow to love it. Harry, the hard man Bates, ate no else for months. What's up with Butch?
No, never mind him. Let's get that bar ready for the booze. Yeah. Marlon, you clean the glasses and I'll polish the bar. Should be here soon, shouldn't she, Albert?
Should be, I don't know what's keeping him.
I'll never know what makes you tick. From the moment I was born, you always told me what a waste of space my dad was.
We loved each other.
He left you when you were pregnant. That's how I got here.
He was married to someone else then. He thought we could carry on like before if I got rid of you. But I wouldn't.
So now you're telling me you split up because of me?
I'd do the same again. You were the one good thing that came out of it. I've just never known how to tell you.
It's too late for that now. I came here to see my dad. I needed to know what he's done to me.
He can't.
You started this, and I'm going to finish it. No.
Get those shelves restocked, Donna.
Do I have to? I want to watch telly.
Yeah? Well, there's plenty of things I want to do, but I can't because I'm stuck behind this stupid counter all the time.
Dad, where's Kelly?
Oh, no luck, I'm afraid.
She's gone for good, Donna.
maybe if your dad started to face up to that, we could all sort our lives out.
You don't care if she never comes back.
I was that close this time. They both got jobs in this hotel. Her cleaning, his nibs on the desk.
So why isn't she here?
They've both moved on again.
She doesn't want to be found, Vic. She's not your little girl anymore, and I don't want to be stuck in here all the time while you try and pretend everything's going to turn out fine.
Donna's right. You don't care what happens to her.
She doesn't care what happens to any of us.
Of course. Might be different if you were her real mother, wouldn't it?
I just want you to face the truth.
Yeah, I could tell Dad the truth about you.
Just leave me alone. You've done enough.
I'm sorry. That's all I ever seem to say to you.
Look, I didn't want this to happen any more than you did. But it's my problem now. And I've got to deal with it, okay?
That doesn't mean I can't help.
I don't want your help. I don't want anything from you again.
Give me a chance, Brian.
Why? Because you gave him up for me? You're expecting me to be grateful for being born? Well, thanks a lot. You signed my death warrant at the same time.
If things don't work out between
And
you
that'd just suit you down to the ground, wouldn't it? Like you tried to ruin our wedding.
It would have been better if you'd listened to me then. I just hope Linda can cope with it all. But whatever happens, I'll still be here for you. If you need to come home.
It's not my home anymore, Mum.
Who cares about the stupid old Woolpack? Now we've got our own bar up and running, we'll probably stop in every night.
And if we haven't dropped too many, we can just fall to sleep down here.
Right. All this cleaning's thirsty work, though. I wish they'd hurry up and deliver it.
You're joking. Yeah, well, you'll be sorry, pal. Nobody crosses Albert Dingling gets away with it.
So much up.
Al said it is. He says you lot squatted in his shop over Christmas. He's keeping my 50 quid as back rent.
Oh, you thieving git! What's his name?
Longman.
As an owner of this shop, that garden gnome.
Hang on a minute. Does this mean that we don't get our booze?
Oh, no, Butch, my son. This is war. That little squirt's got a big shot coming to him.
Oh, yeah? Like what, Marlon?
Don't worry, Butch, lad. We'll get it. We'll find out where he keeps his stuff and their interlock maid that I can't pick.
Well, I phoned the police. I thought it were my public duty to inform them that there were a murderer on the loose.
And what did they say?
Well, they just said Frank Tate had been released without a stain to his character.
Must be a hell of a detergent to wash away a murder charge.
Aye, and we all know what it's called. Money.
Oh, so you reckon he bribed his way out, eh?
Aye, well, Steve, you worked up there. I mean, you must have tales to tell about offshore bank accounts and suitcases full of used money.
Let's just say that the first thing he did when he got back was get rid of me. So he obviously didn't want any witnesses to what was going on.
I think we must all be careful about what we say. Innocent until proven
guilty, yeah. Nice theory. But money talks is a bit closer to truth.
What's gone wrong between you and your mum? Something happened while I was away. Donna, if you don't tell me, I can't help you.
There's nothing you can do anyway. She went to see Terry while you were gone.
What?
I heard him. She told Terry that she didn't love you. That she could never love you.
Sorry, I've been trying to see you all day, but Dad coming home's kind of monopolised everything one way or another.
It's okay. I understand.
Do you?
Think so.
Well, we need to talk. That's important too. I've been thinking about you. About us, I suppose.
Yeah, so have I.
So, what do you feel?
Well, I think we ought to try and get to know each other better. Then, it's nobody's business but our own.
Hope we're not too busy tonight. I need to talk to you.
What about?
It's a surprise. I've been bursting to tell you all day.
Yeah, well, there's a few things I need to tell you.
Oh, Oh, no. Not tonight. If he starts on me tonight, it's going to spoil everything.
It's okay, Lynn. I'll take care of this. Table for one, sir?
No, thanks. I want to know what you've been playing at today. You certainly haven't been chasing up the rents because I've been checking up on you.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Me too. Because unless you've got a decent explanation, I'll have to report this to my father. In the mood he's in, well, I wouldn't say much for your chances.
What's going on?
I'm hoping your husband can tell me that. Well, where were you?
I was at my dad's bedside, in the hospice. He died at 3 o'clock. If that isn't good enough for you, you know what you can do with your job.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize. You should have said something.
How about your next night off? We could go to the cinema, maybe a meal afterwards. If we're going to get to know each other better, it's probably best away from the village.
In secret?
No, Sophie, I'm not hiding anything. It's just very hard to get time alone together here.
Sophie?
See what I mean?
Ah, there you are. I think James has just woken up. Perhaps you could go and see to him.
Yes, Mr. Tate.
I'm sorry, I seem to be making a habit of interrupting you two.
That's okay.
Good, because I've got something more important to talk about. Pete McCarthy's come up with some important evidence.
Dad, they've dropped the case. It's all over now.
Not for me, it isn't. You know how discreet some of these Swiss bankers can be? I need someone over there.
So send Chris.
Oh, you must be joking. He's probably behind it all. I trust you, Zoe. I want you to fly to Zurich. I need your help.
I'm sorry, Dad. I can't.
Look, if it's your business you're worried about, that'll be taken care of. I'll pay for a locum and any other expenses involved. There's nothing else to keep you here, is there?
Why didn't you tell me?
There's a lot of things I should have told you about, Lynn.
Look, Biff, I know you had a bad time with your parents, and I know how you feel about them. But you shouldn't lock it all away.
I know.
When you love each other as much as we do, there's no need for secrets. I know what you must be going through. I don't think I'll ever get over Dave's death. But life goes on. New life.
What are you talking about?
Well, I can't be sure yet, but I think I might be pregnant.
No, but Lynn, you can't be. You were taking the pill.
I know, but I stopped taking it 2 months ago. I know we said we'd talk about it, and I know we said we'd wait, but I really want this baby, Biff.